We're back with our series Flipping the Script, featuring people on screen, on stage, and on the page, shining a spotlight on diversity. Enter Chris Colfer, known for his role as Kurt Hummel on the hit TV show Glee, where he earned Emmy and Grammy nominations. But acting and singing are only two of his tremendous talents. He's also a celebrated author, having just released his 20th book for young readers. As we celebrate Pride Month, I sat down with Chris to talk about his latest work and why he does not plan on slowing down anytime soon. What does Pride Month and Pride mean to you?
For me, Pride means that I'm part of a community that, despite the tragedies and hardships that we've all gone through, we know how to have fun and celebrate the good things in life.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. All right, so we are here to talk about Roswell Johnson Saves the World. This is your 20th book?
20th book, yes.
Can you even believe it's 20 books?
I can, yes, because I am exhausted. But no, it's crazy. It really did sneak up on me.
This is your first sci-fi book?
First sci-fi book.
What
yes.
should we know about it?
Oh gosh, I think it actually might be my best book. I will leave it.
If you say so yourself.
I know. I'll leave it to the kiddos, and they will tell me. They'll tell me to my face at the book signings if they like it or not. I enjoyed writing this book more than I've ever enjoyed writing a book before. So naturally, I thought I was doing something wrong. You can imagine my relief when I got some good reviews for it. So I'm hoping the kids like it as much as the book critics did.
Your shirt matches the theme. What inspired you to do a sci-fi book?
I've always been fascinated by space and our galaxy, our solar system, and I've always been a staunch believer in extraterrestrial life. And so I thought that was a great world to set a children's story in.
You saw a UFO once, you think, right?
I did. Well, I think so, yeah. It still has not been explained what that was. Could it have been a balloon? Yes. But I've never seen a balloon move like that.
So, you're a believer.
I'm a believer, yes.
Just, people got to know you as an actor, but making this transition to author, which you did 10 years ago or longer, what has that experience been like for you? Why do you enjoy writing so much?
For me, writing is the exact same thing as acting. It's all different versions of playing pretend. It's all storytelling. And I think that's what I am addicted to, is helping people escape their problems and escaping my problems in the process. It was really tough when I first started writing because I was known as an actor, so a lot of people, I think, had a hard time accepting me as an author and accepting that I write my own stuff. But now I think, book 20, I think now they're probably just sick of me. They're like, okay, you're an author, go home.
They're like, we think this is going to stick now after 20 books.
I'd hope so.
Have you, I know your books aren't necessarily an LGBTQ theme, but you have put LGBTQ characters in your books, right? Yeah. Why is that so important to you?
I think just representation. My books do well overseas too, so I'm able to get LGBT stories in places where we're not accepted. So I'm very proud of that, and it's very exciting that I have the platform to do that. What's
the difference that can make when you get those books and those stories into places where we're not necessarily accepted?
It could save someone's life. You just never know. Like representation is so powerful that even just a commercial, someone could be watching a commercial in a very, very oppressed country and see, two men holding hands in a car commercial, and that could save their life. You just never know.
When you see discussions about book bans and getting rid of LGBTQ themes in books, how do you respond to that? What goes through your mind?
I mean, it's infuriating because I can't believe it's the year 2024 and we still are fighting people on this, and people still think being gay is contagious and it's a choice, and if you erase all representation, people won't be gay. That's not how it works. It's never worked that way. You can look in history. In very, very oppressed societies, there were still gay people. So it's very infuriating, but I'm used to fighting, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon.
When I think of representation, I think it's important to note that the character you played on Glee was one of, if not the first character that a lot of people saw who was gay on television, and the impact that had on people. Do you still hear from people who talk about the difference that made in their lives, and how do you feel when you hear that?
It's amazing. I hear from people in my city, and I hear from people across the world. Like I said before, I think you never know how impactful something is going to be, which is why it's so important to just have as much representation as possible. But it really is, I think, one of the honors of my lifetime to have been that character and to have been that source of strength and resilience for a lot of people.
Our thanks to Chris Colfer for taking the time to speak with us. You can check out his new book, Roswell Johnson Saves the World, out now wherever books are sold. Book number 20. He is 34 years old. At this rate, 60 books, 80 books by the time he retires. It's prolific is an understatement.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible.
Yeah, very proud of him.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.